It's the Jaden Show, and here's your host, Jaden Cornelius.
It's Sunday, and welcome to the Jaden Show. And I am Jaden, and welcome to my show. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're subscribing and telling all your friends about it. How have you been, kids? What's going on in your world? It's been very crazily busy here. I seem to be getting shorter and more stressed by the day and more grey hair. However, I can't complain because every Sunday I get to sit here with you guys and introduce to you someone that I know and think is amazing. Now, I don't know if you remember. If you watched it, you definitely will remember. But a couple of weeks ago, we had the most amazing man, Mr. Warren Ham, on the show. Flautist, singer, saxophonist. And we were talking about his story about him working with Cher back in the day as well. Now, we've done a little bit of investigation and we found the video of him when he was working with Cher. It's so amazing, it can't just sit there and do nothing. So I had to bring it on this week's show. So you get a little recap of Mr. Warren Ham. So if you haven't watched that show, you need to go back and watch it because the man is incredible. But I just have to show you this video of him dancing, well not dancing, kind of singing and being a musician with the goddess herself. And if you're not sure which one him, he's not the one pulling the shoe in the beginning of the video. I'm sure you'll pretty much guess who he is when he comes on there. Let's go and watch it.
Someplace you can go. Whoa. In the middle of the tall drinks and the drama, there must be someone you know. Oh yeah, Lord knows you're looking good enough, but you're so smooth and the world's so rough. You might have something to lose. You're gonna do in those shoes. Got those tiny little straps around my ankles, and got those shiny little chains around my heart.
Well, you know what time it is. This week we have a wonderful lady. She's actually from Wales, but she lives in London. She's an amazing vocalist. I'm not even going to introduce you to her yet. I'm just going to play one of her videos for you. Check her out.
La 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 la. La 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 la. Ooh ooh ooh. Just like the white-winged dove sings a song, sounds like she's singing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Just like the white-winged dove sings a song, sounds like she's singing. Ooh, baby, ooh, said ooh. And the days go by like a strand in the wind, in the web that is my own. I begin again. I said to my friends, everything stopped, nothing else mattered. He was no more than a baby then. Well, he seemed broken hearted, something within him. And the moment that I first laid eyes on you, all alone on the edge of 17. The midnight sky is the road I'm taking, head high up in the sky. Oh, I was born to run, I don't belong to anyone. Oh no, I don't need to be loved by you. Fire in my lungs, can't fight the devil on my tongue. Oh no, I don't need to be loved by you. See your lips on her mouth, everybody's talking now, baby. Ooh, you know it's true. Yeah, yeah, I was born to run. I don't belong to anyone. No, no, I don't need to be loved by you. Yeah, it's been a long night and the mirror's telling me to go home. But it's been a long time since I felt this good on my own. A lot of years went by with my hands tied up in your ropes. Forever and ever, no more. She's got her hair pulled back cause the sweat's dripping off of her face. I said it ain't so bad if I wanna make a couple mistakes. You should know right now that I never stay put in one place. Forever and ever, no more. I won't hide blurry eyes like you, like you. I was born to run, I don't belong to anyone, oh no. Fire in my lungs can bite the devil on my tongue, you know.
I know you want to meet her, so welcome to the Jaden Show, Caitlin Lavagna, our special guest this week. Caitlin Lavagna, welcome to Mexico and the Jaden Show.
Hello.
If you didn't know, I am Jaden.
Are you? Wow.
Yes. Yes. It was a recent photo about 37 years ago. I still can't. How are you doing in sunny Wales?
I'm in London. I'm not in Wales.
Are you?
In London.
You're not in Wales?
No.
Oh my God, you're in my hood now, innit?
I know. Where are you from in London?
West London, Hammersmith Way.
Oh, well, I'm in Putney, just across the bridge.
I lived in Putney, in Atney Road, just around the corner from the cinema, down by Cafe Rouge.
Oh, I know that.
If it was there. Literally, you go over the bridge and the first left after I think it was the cinema or something. But yeah.
Yes, that makes sense. Ooh, no, I'm a bit further up now. I'm in East Putney, but I go home to Wales a lot.
Really? Whereabouts in Wales are you from?
South Wales. So I'm from Rhondda, the Rhondda Valley.
Rhondda Valley is
a
beautiful part of the world as well. Very different to East Putney.
The polar opposite to East Putney in every.
You could almost say the same to London and the jungle in Mexico as well.
Yeah, I know.
I think we both cope really quite well with the whole transition of life, right?
Yeah. It's got to be done. You don't know where you're going to end up, do you?
You don't. You just got to go with the flow, right?
Yeah.
So just hope you don't get Zika or malaria while doing it.
Or COVID, yeah.
So, singer, but also actress as well, because you studied at the Rose Bruford, is it?
Yeah, Rose Bruford. Yeah.
School that's in London. Did you study there and go back to Wales, or did you, once you got to London and started studying the course in actor musician course, did you just thought, well, I'm just staying here now?
So I had a bit of a rocky start. So I wanted to go to drama school for ages, and I didn't get in for ages. So I was just working in Costa in Ponty, and was going like back and forth to London for drama school auditions. To all of them, getting rejections, like next round rejections, like all that stuff. And then I got onto the actor musicianship course, which in hindsight, I think, you know, when they say everything's meant to happen for a reason, I think, you know, thank God that I did carry the music on as well as the acting side of things. Because thinking about it now, I don't think I could have done just a straight acting course without keeping some kind of music going. And then, I graduated in 2020 on Zoom in Wales because
really?
literally the last performance we did, was going to be Spring Awakening the musical, and it was an acting musicianship show. So I was playing Ilsa, and I was on the drum kit, and it was just going to be incredible. All the agents had been invited. There was big hype. And then it was literally the week we were in tech in the theatre. Boris Johnson was like, I'm closing all the schools on Friday. And our show was due to be Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
God, Boris.
So thanks, Boris, but also thanks for saving lives and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was gutting. So I ended up going back to Wales. The week later, I was back in Wales. I think they'd shut the bridge, and it was all going to, shit. And then I was in Wales for months. I managed to go to Gibraltar to visit some family for there's a little bit of a window where you could travel back to Wales. And then me and my two friends who are also acting musicians, we were just like, let's just move to London regardless. I know there's a pandemic, but I just needed to be here. And this is what I wanted to do, So we just moved to Putney because we found somewhere cheap. And I'm here now.
Wow.
Still here a year later. And I'm just working in a coffee shop again and trying to do all the music and acting stuff on the side. So yeah, that's we've
got to do what we've got to do, right? To keep the passion alive, mate.
Do what we've got to do. Yeah.
Absolutely. So East Putney. So what are your next plans? I mean, are you going to do any more courses, or are you done now with the whole kind of education side of music and acting?
I mean, there was a point in the pandemic where I was like, I could do an MA in musical theatre, or I could do another drama school for a year and stuff. But I think I'm done now. And I think I just I think learning on jobs is probably going to be a way forward for me now, I think. I think I am enjoying just having time aside from working and things, time to just do my own projects. Like I'm writing a musical at the moment about the Aberfan disaster in South Wales. So I'm doing that, and I'm trying to release my single music, and I'm trying to do all these self-tapes for acting jobs. And I think I'm at a level I've realized in my career of just going, I will do anything because I just enjoy performing in every why can't I go and do panto and then release a single at the same time?
Welcome to the Jaden Show, darling.
Hey.
Why can't I have the Jaden Show and release a reggaeton single and sing classical opera?
Why not?
Because it's just Jaden, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think for years we get told that we have to fit in, and with a lot of the big businesses, you have to fit into a complete mold of what they want. Really quite interesting. It's not about me, but about what we're saying. Like when I'm releasing the reggaeton song, a lot of record companies are very interested, but are don't like that high-pitched synth sound at the beginning. Okay, well, if you know a producer that will take it out and get it how you want it, no, you need to present it how we want it.
Yeah.
How do I know how you want it? You've said this, we've done this, you didn't like, now you want to change this. Why don't you just get a producer to bring it how it fits for your stable, right?
Yeah. But then also, there must be a part of you that goes, but I like it, and this is my song, and and I want
absolutely. Absolutely. So, I thought I quite that reminds me of this, or I put that in there for a reason, or whatever. Yeah.
Or when you listen to it and tell me the good things about the song.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh yeah.
I think you're interested for a reason, right?
Yeah, exactly. There's so much of that, though. I'm learning this very recently. I've learned this, that you have to kind of, like you just said, be a certain type of artist. You have to be, that's Caitlin, she's going to be a solo singer-songwriter. No, that's Caitlin, she's an actress. Or that's Caitlin, she's a drummer, and she's going to do kit work in the orchestra pits and stuff. And you just think, why can't I do all of those things? We talked a bit about it, I'm just Caitlin. It was really funny, with social media, I came across thinking like this quite recently. When I released my single, it was a case of picking a name, a Spotify name. And when I graduated drama school and had to get all my CV spotlight stuff done, it was pick what name you want to come under as an actress. And I'm so glad that up until now, I'm just Caitlin Lavagna. It's very simple. My parents gave me the name. It's a great last name. I was like, why am I going to try and change my name to something that makes me a character or a caricature of myself? I'm just Caitlin, and I would love to do all of these different types of performing. Thank you very much. Give me some jobs. But it's completely, it's ridiculous. I hate it.
It's we were talking before the interview about kind of replication, how you always have to be I need to be more like Rihanna, or I need to be more like Elvis or any, you know, there's always a category you have to be more like. It's like, you can only do what you can do. Just be the best Caitlin, the best Jaden, the best whoever you are that you can possibly be, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, a question for you. If you, like, obviously the reason Caitlin Lavagna is successful is because she's doing everything, because she can do everything. But if you had to choose, like if you had to put the singing, acting and drumming in like level of your favorites, what would go where?
I think singing would probably come first. This is at the moment. I could change my mind at any point, right? Like, I literally could wake up tomorrow and be like, I just want to play bongo drums for the rest of my life. It would be, at the moment, ask me right now, it would be singing comes first. Then it would probably be drumming close second, because I normally do them at the same time anyway. So like, kill two birds or whatever. And
worked
then
for Karen Carpenter, darling. Obviously, you're way too young to remember her, but one of the first female celebrity drummers, right?
Oh my God, I don't know. I should know this.
You know the Carpenters, Karen Carpenter. Do you know her? Voice of a goddess, like one of the most influential singers and artists back in the 70s. She died very young at the age of 34, 36 of anorexia. She was phenomenal. So after this show, go and check out Karen Carpenter and the Carpenters. But she started off drumming, but they were like, you're a vocalist, so you shouldn't be behind the drums. You need to be out front with the mic. But she wanted to be behind the drums and sing. That was her dream.
Yeah. Well, that's what I do. Like, that's what I do. Even when I'm doing a cover, I'm like, okay, I've got the singing down. Now let me just sit on the cajon and see if I can just, just put a little beat to it. And then before you know it, I'm just like, just get me a mic. I'll just stay here. It's a bit of a problem actually, because I would love to be out front and be like, woo, but I just feel so comfortable being like on a kit. It's like I'm in every sense of the word, it's like I'm driving the song, quite literally. But yeah, then I would pick acting, would come in third, and brackets just being a clown, because us actors are crazy. And what else do I do? Oh yeah, and I write. So I guess writing would probably come last, because I enjoy every other part of it once you've done the hard work, and you just can enjoy the recording, the getting the cast together, all that stuff. But yeah, writing would probably come last. That's probably really awful, isn't it?
Do you like performing, or are you more of a being? For me, as an artist, I had to perform because it was part of my business, right? I had to do it. Never enjoyed it. Put me in a studio and give me a sound booth and make me do like 7-part harmonies, I am in my elephant. But put me in front of a stage of 700,000 people, and I would rather have a tooth extracted. So how are you like in front of people? Do you feel at home on a stage performing?
If you'd asked me this a year and a half ago, I would have been like performing, whether it's on my own, with the band, in a duo, like whatever, in a pantomime, in a show, in a musical, performing. The pandemic probably taught me a bit more about how I genuinely feel like in a studio compared to in front of an audience. And it's probably awful, but I kind of forgot like that part of me a little bit, because I hadn't done it for so long. It's only very recently that I've started gigging again in London, and it's been on my own, because my band just hasn't really come back together after the pandemic. We planned to, but there's 4 people to get in one room, and it's very difficult still. So I've just, for now, I'm just doing stuff on my own, and standing on stage and singing my songs / covers on my own is terrifying. And I've actually gone through a bit of a weird time over the last few weeks of going, oh my God, maybe I need to be in a band. Maybe I need to be with people in a cast, in a musical, in a whatever. Singing on your own is the most terrifying thing, especially because I think my instrument that I feel most comfortable on is the drum kit. And trying to do a gig on your own with a backing track, you and a drum kit, doesn't really work. I don't think. You really, like, I haven't got the comfort as a solo singer to have my guitar on me, or to have my bass on me, or to have a piano in front of me. And I'm not at a level on those instruments where I would feel comfortable doing it.
Score with that.
So it's just me and a microphone, a backing track, and hopefully another musician that's accompanying me or something. And I'm really like going through a bit of a thing at the moment of getting used to just standing on my own and being confident on my own, because I realized, because of the pandemic and because the band kind of stopped doing gigs and stuff, I love being at the backbone of an indie rock band on my drum kit with my vocals, and then like now and again they'll ask me to come to the front to sing one of the songs that I wrote with my friend Harvey. Like, it's the best feeling in the world being in a band, and you get to do the ups and the downs and the really tired like late nights and the traveling to and from the gigs and the like.
But you're with your mates.
But you're with your mates, and you're doing all the songs that you've genuinely written together. And you can see all of your friends who are really drunk and they're singing the lyrics back to you. But it's your music.
Magical, right?
No feeling like it in the world. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I think I am a performer, and I think I need to be with people. I'm very much like a group player. Like, I need to be with people, I think.
It's difficult. I mean, I was in a pop group for 7 years, and it was amazing because you're touring with your best mates. You're kind of, you're completely exhausted and grumpy with your best mates. You're excited and elated with your best mates. And when you're halfway through a song that you have sung 75,000 times and you've completely blanked because you've already sung it 4 times that day, your best mate goes, "Only love will turn." Say, "You've got it, Jen, get back in, come on, man," and start this dance. And that, because they've always got your back. But then when you're on your own, I've been a solo artist, oh my God, for 15 years. And so it's like, it's only you at the airport. It's only you backstage, and then it's you in front of this sea of people who are, whether you like it or not, and whether they like you or not, are judging.
Yeah, they are. Of course,
no matter what, whether it's great vocal, great song, good sound equipment, what you're wearing,
what you look like,
absolutely. And it's just like, oh my God, it is so. I mean, I'm not the most confident person anyway, but it's just so raw. You're so vulnerable as a solo artist.
That's it. I think it's getting used to being vulnerable on your own versus getting used to feeling vulnerable in a group where your friends are going to have you back the minute something goes wrong or the minute somebody says something that's a bit mean or like anything like that. You've got the support. That said, I've literally got the most amazing group of friends, and every gig I've done, it was at Freedom in Soho.
Okay.
The gay bar there. I've been doing a few gigs there, and all of my friends come along and take over the place when I'm there. They misbehave and they're naughty, and it's brilliant. And whatever, even if I sing a bum note or I literally look like I want to kill somebody before I go on stage because I'm so like really nervous, and I'm like, oh my God. They just get up on their feet, they clap, they like Instagram me, they like share it. It's just, honestly, like, it sounds really cliche to be like, I've got the best friends in the world, but they are so supportive. It's overwhelming sometimes. Sometimes you don't want to get up and sing. Like, I know it's awful to say because people have been without gigs all year, and it sounds really like, all right, like, but sometimes you'll have a shit day at work. Sorry, bad day at work.
It's been on my show. It's okay. We welcome you.
You'll have a shit day in the coffee shop, and you think, right, I've got 2 hours now to go home, have some food, decide what I'm wearing, which for me is always a massive like thing because that's my own whatever. And trying to get yourself into London, then into central London, and you're exhausted before you've done sound check.
We've even started, yeah, exactly.
Before you even started, you're like, I can't remember the lyrics because I've been up since 6 in the coffee shop, like. And just to have that support is the best thing in the world. It's the best thing in the world. It just gets you through the gigs, the difficult gigs.
And the feedback as well, like I said, there's a lot of judgment within the industry and for an artist as well. But you get that one person comes up, and it's not every show, but you know this as much as I do, but that one person will come and go, oh my God, I was going to stay in today, and I don't know what, I just had to come out, and you have made my night. And you're just like, I love you. You'd be my best friend. Like, and then you're like, my shows.
Then you're like, oh, do you want a tequila shot? I'm getting two. Yeah. but like that's how it goes, right? Like, you get 1 or 2 people that say that to you, and you just kind of go, okay, I can relax. I've made one person smile tonight, and that's the main thing.
I've done my job.
Yeah.
Well, you've made me smile tonight, actually, because not only are you my super special guest on the Jaden Show, but I am loving your new single, How Not to Start a Fight. I said it correctly, right?
Yeah.
I do keep getting it wrong. But yeah, loving it. Now, we've just been talking about not replicating and not trying to be other artists, but there were flavors in your voice that I was like, oh my God, that was just like, there was like a bit of Alanis, there was a bit of Dolores O'Riordan, there was a little bit of Lily Allen, there was just like, it was completely different to all of them, but there were flavors that kind of dragged you in because they were so recognizable as well. Awesome. So who are your influences? Like, who are your musical influences?
Florence and the Machine.
Oh, okay.
I think it's gone to a level of adore her now. I absolutely think she's incredible. Pink, love Pink, love her writing, love everything that she's about. Who else? I mean, I've literally will listen to anything from Come From Away and Wicked and Les Mis to Fleetwood Mac, The Stones. I listen to everything.
Huge variety.
I think, yeah. I just think vocally, I just get. I suppose it's because I try and then replicate it when I'm singing in the shower and stuff. Strong female vocals like Florence and the Machine, Pink, Alan. You know, everyone, literally everyone that's on the radio. The classics like Whitney, Mariah Carey. More recently, I've been really into Haim, the girl band. I absolutely adore them. And also Maggie Rogers is like I really, really love her music. But it does tend to be like female belters.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, you've done an amazing job. I'm really, really, really loving
the
new single. And we're going to play it in a couple of seconds time because the world should be hearing it, quite frankly. And we've got kind of some mutual friends, so to speak.
Yeah.
Because you've been working on some projects with a group in London called Lasso the Moon.
Yes, amazing.
And one of my best friends, Bonzo Butler, is part of Lasso the Moon. And that's it's crazy how small the world is, even when you live in East Putney and Cancun, Mexico.
It is. It is, yeah.
And we're still doing it. Was you part of Harvest for the World?
Yes.
So we've already sung together, darling.
We've sung together. Yeah, we're best mates now. This is it.
This is it. I think we need to bring another duet out soon for our fans.
I agree. Let's get right in. Let's do it.
That's amazing. Well, before we go, I do a little thing with some of my guests when I have time. It's called the quickfire round. Okay. Ooh. So I'm going to give you choice of 2 words, 2 thingies, and you're going to tell me which one kind of not attracts you, but which one kind of, I don't know, you resonate with the most in that moment. If I asked you to choose between spiders and scorpions and you don't like both, then you say next. Okay. Are you ready for quickfire? Caitlin, Lavagna, this is your quickfire. Winter or summer?
Winter.
Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings?
Lord of the Rings.
Mornings or night?
Night.
Pajamas or naked?
Naked, definitely.
How rude. Mountain view or forest view?
Oh, both.
Cats or dogs?
Neither.
Endless love or true money?
I mean, ideally both, but right now money probably.
Okay. Haagen-Dazs or Ben and Jerry's?
Ben and Jerry's.
And sunshine or moonlight? Or would you rather blame it on the boogie?
I was going to say, what about the boogie? Oh my God, probably moonlight.
Yeah.
I think. But we need the sun, and I like plants, so I feel bad for them. I literally looked up and saw my succulents going.
Mm-hmm. Choose wisely, Mum. Choose wisely. Maybe I need to take a question out because it seems to throw people. Caitlin Lavagna, thank you so much for being part of this show. You are bloody amazing, and I hope you come back and let us know of your news and the things that you get up to in good old London. And and maybe we do need to be working on some kind of duet project soon.
Let's do it.
As soon as I work out how to work my little recording thingy with Mikey thingers that I've got here.
The technology.
That's it. Yeah. I haven't got a clue at the moment. So when I do, we'll sort something out.
Yeah, I'd love that.
Thank you so much, my darling, for being. We're going to share your Instagram, your Twitter, your YouTube, and your links. Is there anywhere else people can find you that you want people to hunt you down? Obviously not in East Putney, but
please don't come to my door. Please don't do that. I think I'm on TikTok, but don't look for me on there because I put stupid things on there. So don't go on there.
The word to the viewers, be checking out Caitlin Lavagna on TikTok before you go anywhere else. We will talk to you again soon. We will definitely be in touch. And thank you so much for being part of my Jaden Show.
No problem. Thank you so much for having me.
Bless you, honey. Enjoy East London or East Putney.
East Putney. I will.
Wicked. See you soon, my darling.
Bye.
Bye. How super lovely is she? Oh my goodness, it's come to the end of another wonderful Jaden Show. I still feel very super blessed to be talking and chatting and gossiping and putting the world to rights with these super talented and wonderful people. Please follow Caitlin on all of her social media. Give her support. She's an amazing woman and she's a great artist. And as art, especially in this time, we really do need your support. So like, share, comment, subscribe, anything you can. Support that young lady. We're going to leave links again on the writing underneath here on YouTube, and you'll be able to see throughout the show. Obviously, you've seen the links to her social media. It's been wonderful to spend time with you again this Sunday. Please like, please share, please tell all your friends. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, my JCTV, and please come back and see us again next week. Take care, have a lovely one, stay safe and stay beautiful. Bye-bye.
One last toast, two ciders in the sunshine, pretending that we're alright. We were close, but couldn't take the pressure. Now I've got a confession. Cross my fingers, hope to die before you find out, before I hit the ground. Party's over, it's good night. Word is going around. I am working out how not to start a fight, how to say goodbye, how to tell you why, how to make it right. 'Cause slowly over time, my thought turned into mine. It's no one's fault but mine, and I'm learning tonight how not to start a fight. It's true, I could have told you sooner, before you heard the rumor. You've been lying, and I see right through you. So now I'm gonna choose to cross my fingers, hope to die before you find out, before I hit the ground. Party's over, it's good night. Word is going around. I am working out how not to start a fight, how to say goodbye, how to tell you why, how to make it right. 'Cause slowly over time, my thought turned into pride. It's no one's fault but mine, and I'm learning tonight how not to start a fight, how to say goodbye, how to tell you why, how to make it right. 'Cause slowly over time, my thought turned into pride. It's no one's fault but mine, and I'm learning tonight how not to start a fight. Sweet like honey, you linger on my tongue, made me bitter, so I'd take anyone. Cross my fingers, hope to die before you find out, before I hit the ground. Party's over, it's good night. Word is going around.